hate puppies. It's a good podcast.
So tired. I feel threatened.
All right, boys, we got one shot at this. We're going to run the picket fence at him. Jimmy's going to be wide open on the right. Merle, Everett, don't get caught washing the paint dry.
Nice.
Is that a NASCAR thing?
Stu came with an officially scripted intro. I dig it.
That's, March Madness is here. It's on top of us. Hoosiers, baby, Hoosiers.
It's right here, man. It's right
Was
here.
that a quote from Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He came scripted tonight. Respect that. Mine was I feel threatened. Wasn't as cool. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend. Or not drinking this weekend. Hopefully you're a better person for listening to it. I'm going to go ahead and put the plea out there right on the front end. If you're a big-time listener, you've been supporting us for a while, the best thing you could probably do is go ahead and Cincinnati swap somebody, grab their phone, that person that's hearing you laughing, or they ask that crucial question, what podcast are you listening to? Do us a favor. Turn them on to it. Grab their phone, go into their podcast app, and subscribe them to Inside the Pallet House. The next time they go, what should I listen to today? They have the opportunity to do so. There we go. I gave my plug. Does anyone else have any plugs they want to give going in?
Should you Will Smith smack him across the face first to make sure that you get through to him?
So the Chris Rock special did come out this weekend.
Good stuff.
Will Smith is back to top of mind for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure by now everybody's seen it.
Gosh, he was probably like, oh, man, we're almost out of the woods here. And then it's like he gets smacked, like a virtual smack across the mouth.
Well, and
However, how many times did he say, so-and-so called you a bitch? So-and-so called you a bitch. I was like, boy, he did come at Will pretty hard.
I like it.
Oh, I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
That motherfucker smacked him on stage.
Yeah.
Screw him.
In front of the world.
Yeah,
Like,
no, screw him. And he kept his mouth shut this whole time, which I think is brilliant.
And Rock was funny in the special because he basically was like, he went after the one dude he knew he could beat.
yeah.
Who's the one dude he went after?
Him. Rock said.
Oh, yeah, he went after
yeah,
Pookie.
Yeah, he went after me. Like, he knew he could beat. He's like, our size difference is crazy.
Yeah, all those other people talk shit.
Yeah.
And you come after me.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because
Well played.
the special's out at the same time. Will Smith's movie's running full bore on Apple.
Emancipation?
Yeah.
Actually, that's only going to help Will Smith, too.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife was asking me the other night, she was like, do you think that whole thing was staged? And I was like, to what end?
Yeah.
You know, Chris Rock got a little bit more popular, and
Yeah.
Will Smith lost a ton.
I would say they both
doesn't.
look pretty bad. Like, I don't think it really benefited. I mean, maybe monetary bumped a little, but I think it makes both of them look pretty bad.
But not for Will. Will lost movies. He lost jobs.
It's funny because I just saw today that there was a list of he's one of the people that are banned.
Yeah, he got a 10-year ban from the Oscars.
There's only 8 or 9 people total that have ever been banned.
10-year ban.
I'd like to see who that list is,
shit,
who
who
the
was
other
it? It
9
was-
people are.
Yeah, it was,
Probably half of them are dead.
Oh, I would assume, because usually you get banned because you're living a pretty hard life. You're showing up, making a scene.
Will Smith had gone his whole life not cussing in his rap songs, being the most loved dude ever, and then he just literally flushed it all away.
In
what?
one moment,
For what?
to defend his wife.
But really,
He doesn't defend him.
and who doesn't have a disease she does. I mean, Chris Rock talks about it. He's like, everybody's saying she has alopecia. Well, she has hair. So if you have alopecia, you don't have eyebrows, you don't have any body hair. So
You have none.
Yeah.
You're completely barren
Yeah.
of hair. That's exactly what happens. I mean,
Yeah. So whether or not she's losing her hair, well, everybody's losing their hair on one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone's just losing their hair at different speeds.
yeah.
it's a short little list, actually. Will Smith, Richard Gere, Harvey Weinstein, Roman Polanski, Bill Cosby.
Good God, those are awful, awful people. And Will Smith.
Hold on. The bottom
Let's
three
go
are
back
awful,
through- yeah.
but hold on. Why is Richard Gere on that
I don't know.
list?
I'm just looking at the list.
Is
I
that
don't
is
see
that
the
a
reason
PETA
why. Let's
thing?
see. It might be.
Because of the gerbils in his ass?
Oh gosh, don't go down there. Nobody
Isn't
believes
that
that
hilarious?
anymore.
But isn't that hilarious that everybody
Everybody knows that.
that it's like the oldest wives' tale?
The sad part is, I bet a lot of people still believe that.
Absolutely, they do. That's what I'm saying. Like, you go Will Smith, I go, okay, I get it. Richard Gere, I'm confused. Weinstein, yeah, get him out. Cosby, yep, get him out.
Because he slept with all those hookers in that
yep,
one movie?
Get him out. But
Yeah.
like, what did Gere do that he's the guy on the list?
That's
Let's see. What it
one
says
of these things is not like the other.
We're saying that now, but let's allow us to retract after Stu figures out why
I
he's
think
on
if
the
we
list.
knew,
Actually-
I'm pretty sure
Because if he's like
we would
fingering
know.
monkeys in the Congo, I'm like, hey,
You would
you're
know
not
that.
supposed to- I would think, but the gerbil.
Well, you know about the gerbils, and that never
Oh.
happened.
Oh, here we go. Stu's got some
It
details.
says after veering off script, Richard Gere was banned because he used the platform to denounce the Chinese government's occupation of Tibet in 1993. So
So we have rapists, murderers, violent offenders, and someone who spoke out against China.
Yeah.
Which allow me to use this moment again
Yes.
to bring up the fact that
Yeah.
the Chinese are absolutely committing
Wonderful overlords.
genocide against the
Oh, wait.
Uyghurs
yeah,
in China right now. I mean, they're still currently
Yeah.
doing it. They're actively wiping out an entire population of people. And my downloads in China just went up by 10.
But we're going to be banned.
Oh well, it was a 20-year ban, so he can come back next year.
Oh, good.
I hope he doesn't.
Gerbils rejoice. It's like an old Quiznos ad.
I hope
no,
he
no,
doesn't.
he could. No, that's actually from '93. So yeah, he's already been well cleared past his 20 years.
So he did that in 93, like before anybody.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
actually, good on him.
Yeah.
He's a saint. I forgive him for the gerbil controversy.
I do love every time I bring up the Uyghurs. The downloads go up just
Yeah.
a tick in China. It's the they
magic
They're
word.
listening. They're listening.
oh, that's the word they don't want to hear about. And now they've heard Richard Gere and the Uyghurs. Oh,
And
man.
Tibet.
Tibet, yeah. And for the record, China, I went to the Tibetan Freedom Concert, so I did my part,
nice.
which means I showed up and drank beers and watched Pearl Jam. But I did my part.
Who's that knocking at your door?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's Red Dawn. Those were the Russians.
Brendan, don't suicide yourself tonight.
Oh,
I have been drinking all day. it's going to be an interesting show. Do you know what I did tonight? I pulled a squeezing lemons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
what flavor?
Old fashions, because I can't, I don't know how to make an old fashioned, but I love an old fashioned.
Oh, let me say this. Let me interrupt you. Today is Mike from M4K's birthday, so happy birthday, Mike. This will not come out.
Which
but-
Mike?
Anderson.
No,
No,
Jackson.
Jackson. Sorry.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, is he still the prez? You know what?
No.
He's the prez in my heart.
Yeah.
He'll always, once a prez, always a prez. You know
No,
what I mean?
the Hulsley Heartthrobs is the press.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this year's going to look good. Only people in M4K will get that. So, hello.
Yeah.
No, though, happy birthday, Mike. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I interrupted you. You made a old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Oh, I made multiple old fashions.
Oh, wow.
Trying to figure out how to dial it in. So I did
to your taste.
yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where it is. Like what I like, what I don't like.
Was that
Now-
number 3, number 4?
you smoke any of them?
Where'd you get it right?
I don't have it right. I don't have it
It's
right.
a work in progress.
Yeah, no, today was one of those days where, obviously the clocks went back because we're recording on the day that the clocks went back.
Yeah.
Or sprung forward.
Yeah, I'm paying for it.
So I woke up way earlier than I wanted to, on account of the shit still has to happen. And
I slept later today because of it.
good for you.
Because, the clocks go forward. So instead of normal time, I'm like, oh, it's late. Oh, wait, no, it's just.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So you slept in quite a bit by the
Yeah.
clock.
And tomorrow's going to hurt.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I woke up. I ended up mowing the lawn for the first time, which is
Already ready?
Because I only have weeds.
Yeah, but
Weeds
Yeah,
really pop up in this, in like you just get a couple 70-degree
Did you get
days.
it in before the snow flurries? I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
some flurries today.
No,
That
I
was
got it
kinda
in. I
crazy.
mowed the lawn, and then I ended up having to go pick up some furniture at a neighbor's house. I was like hauling furniture, carrying
For what?
furniture up for my daughter's room. She had a new dresser, some new
Oh,
books, bookshelves, different things.
easy
It's
for
like
you
it was
to say.
hauling now that around. Then I had to haul all the old crap out, then run it all to the dump. I should have known I was in for it when my wife was like, "I'll go to the dump with you." And I'm like, "Huh, it's interesting." We get there. She goes, "I've never been to a dump before." And I was like, I'm here a lot on account of all the times you say, haul all that shit to the dump.
Yeah.
Like, never occurred to me. She'd never actually been. But then as soon as all that stuff
That
was...
is one of those things where, like, people that don't do things and you get them, you're like, power washing's fun.
Yeah.
It's like,
Till
oh,
you power
this
wash
is
a
your
house.
first 10 minutes of doing the real dirty sidewalk that you get the satisfaction from. But, like, it's in your 10th time and,
Yeah. You're 4 hours
Yeah.
into a power washing job. Your hands are numb. It's
you're
not as
soaking
fun.
wet.
I
It's
do
like-
have to say though, I made a dump run myself, but it was for trees. I cut down like 6 or 7, not big trees, but big enough. And there's nothing. I never get tired of using the chainsaw. Just
I never get
hacking
tired of
things down.
throwing shit at the dump, like
Yeah.
into the big
Yeah.
bins.
Yeah.
Like I threw my daughter's dresser out and like propped it up, and I actually had the spot where it was like in between the two dumpsters. So there's like a wall that you like a rail you can slam it on. I threw that. I pushed that bad boy right into it. It shattered. I was like, yes. I was having fun. My wife was like, "What are you cheering about?" I was like, "Because this is the highlight of my day."
Where I grew up, the dump was where we took all of our trash.
Oh, you didn't have trash service.
No. In the country, you had a dump, and it was always like,
a weekly run.
it was weekly, and it was like, we brought shit home every time, too, because there'd be like the trash, but not get rid of. People would sit shit to the side, and you'd be like,
Yeah. The free
that-
yard sale.
that grass seed spreader. Yeah, it doesn't. The spinner doesn't work, but I mean the other wheel still works. So yeah, let's smash that
enough.
up while we're at
It's
it.
so funny you say that because when I went to the dump, I don't know if you've had this experience, but there was a guy there who was walking up and down past the trucks, and I had this trash can that the trash can was the lid, the pedal you stepped on, it would, it was dented and all this other stuff. But it
Oh,
wouldn't
sweet
open up.
irony! You
And the
threw
guy-
the trash can away.
And I was
That
getting ready
is
to no, I was getting ready to throw it away, and the
Pretty
guy's like, "Oh, that thing's pretty sweet. What is that?" I was like, "It's just a trash can. It's double sided." He's like, "Does it work?" I was like, "Well, the pedal doesn't work." He's like,
It
"I'll
holds
take,
trash.
I'll take it." I was like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, go ahead."
Yeah, he goes there. He pays the $7 to drop off trash like a cover charge
Right.
to go to a free.
Yeah, so where I
flea
grew
market.
up, the dump was free, part of your county taxes. In our freaking awful county, you have to pay to go to the dump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
A
to-
lot.
It's $7
a lot.
as long as you can just. I'm always like, hey, it's household waste.
Yeah,
That's the $7 entry fee.
it's $7 if you want to drop off your leaves.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
but
it's
there's
ridiculous.
things that cost more.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get the upcharge because I use that 16-foot trailer, and they're like, "Oh, it's too long. You got to pay another." It was like $11.
Well, I should have known
Ridiculous.
what my wife was up to. As soon as we dropped it off, she's like, "Now we can hit brunch."
Oh God,
I was like, "Oh, well played." So next thing you know, I was out at
that
Chard.
was nice of her to treat you to lunch.
That's not how that worked.
What? It was her idea.
But I did get to go to Chard,
Oh, nice.
so I respect that.
Yeah.
Look, they got good food, man.
Yeah, they do. Thanks,
Enjoy-
James.
Yeah, James hooked it up. And every time I'm going in there now, that's where I get on the old fashioned train because I like he sold me.
Yeah.
He sold me. And they do have the best biscuits in town. I don't even think he was hyping that up that night.
Uh huh.
James should have been hyping up the biscuits.
Yeah.
They're the best biscuits in town. My kids are like, bring me biscuits. I was like, no problem.
Yeah, got you covered.
Yeah,
I haven't
like
eaten there yet.
Social 52 and Chard.
Yep.
And so there's like, in 3 weekends, I've been to Social 52 and Chard.
Nice.
At least on 2 occasions. So I'm doing my part. I support
You
the
support
people who
those
come on
who
inside the
sponsor-
pallet
Yeah,
house.
Nice.
That's what you do.
Us, yeah.
Look, you bring me a couple delis. I'm
Yep.
showing up at your restaurant and dropping $100.
That's right.
It's a good plan. In fact, if you have a restaurant, bring me a deli.
Come
I
on
will
by.
show up at your restaurant and spend way too much money.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
It's,
then-
it's worth it.
But then that kind of spiraled the day. At that point, all the productivity
Went
fell
down.
off. Yeah. So then I was like, I should figure out how to make an old fashioned. So I did.
Square cube, round cube.
I wasn't going to waste the good cubes on what I was doing.
Yeah, because you want to dial it in. First.
and then have it. And I think I'm this close. I'm this close. I think I've got it.
What's your what have you decided on? Is your standard?
I think to me, I don't like simple syrup too much, so I'm just dialing in the amount of simple syrup.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's really where because the bitters and the orange, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's just getting the simple syrup right. But I'm a very particular.
Because you don't like it too sweet, right?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not. But I love the orange, so I'm actually like trying to like figure out. I like big honking orange peel.
Yeah.
Slice it out.
Rub it all over the rim. Give it a good rim job.
Nice.
You know the deal.
You're good at that. Always have been.
But I'm the rim job guy.
Yeah, you have been. That's your nickname.
Yeah.
Rim job guy.
Brendan the rim job. Everyone's always called me that.
Everyone's called you that.
They're like, yo, rim job. And I'm like, they got to be talking to me.
Everyone in the Pallet House. That's what you go by.
I'm the rim job guy. Yeah. I was in Texas this week. Someone yelled rim job. I turned around.
Yeah.
Turns out there was a dude there.
Another one?
Rim job. And I was like, awkward.
Did you say there can be only one?
Yeah,
And
so-
fight him to the death?
Well, we.
You solved it the way. I know how you solved it.
Turns out that's rim job.
That's rim job.
Turns out that's the guy. No, he's the best.
There's only one of us that can be in this movie.
But we just decided that we were going to use the Mississippi.
Nice.
I'm east of the Mississippi.
yeah.
He's west.
Nice.
And he's not right, but he's the champ. He's the champ. Yeah. No, he's the best.
How was Tejas? I saw some pictures. I saw you rocking a hat.
Dude, I've been in a hat all week. I'm a cowboy hat guy.
Nice.
That's just
Boots?
how I live. Boots, cowboy hat.
Spurs, chaps.
No
How far
Spurs.
did we go? 6-shooter,
Assless.
vest,
No. Hats,
hats, boots.
flannels, leather wedding band the entire time.
Oh yeah,
That would be badass.
natural.
Boots and rim jobs. I mean, that's
Yeah,
What more do you,
that's the
that
whole.
goes without saying though. You'd have to.
That's the whole thing. you know?
Yeah, that's the whole suit.
Yeah, no. So I was in. I had to go to Texas for my national sales meeting, so I was going to be there anyway. But I was in Arlington, which is like Arlington is basically just where they put the stadiums. Mm-hmm. Everything else is just ancillary in Arlington. But they've got a nice setup. They got that Cowboy Stadium, they got the Ranger Stadium, they got the old Ranger Stadium, and then dead in the middle, they got something they call Texas Live. And Texas Live, you walk in and it's just this huge open area with giant TVs, and flanking it all around is restaurants, and then upstairs is like more restaurants.
Nice.
And so you can people party in there all day.
So probably
it's-
a dope
it-
game day experience.
Dude,
is it a covered
Yeah.
dome? It's like a dome?
it's like
Is it covered?
it's an inside. It's basically a
Stadium?
massive food court in between them all, like at the outskirts of the parking lots of the three of them.
Damn.
And then they got a hotel there, and then they're building a resort that's gonna have like swimming pools and water slides and crazy shit. So like you can fly in for the game with your family and have a hell of a family weekend, and then just get absolutely shellacked.
Never go more than a half mile.
Yeah, there's mechanical bowls all up in there. Like that, it was all right. But I spent my time. My wife and I flew into Fort Worth, and if you haven't been to Fort Worth,
Have not.
dude, the stockyards.
Oh.
The stockyards in Fort Worth is the real deal. So to give a little history, right? The stockyards is basically when everybody would drive all the cattle in from Texas all over. They would drive them into the Fort Worth stockyards, and that was like the stock exchange of cattle. You get there with all your cattle, you sell it, you make all your money.
That's
now,
where stock exchange probably came from, right? I never really thought about that.
I don't know.
Literally
That's
stock.
the stockyards.
Before, what we
Yeah, it was
consider
a
stocks.
livestock.
Yeah, livestock.
Maybe
Makes
so,
sense.
because that's what it was
Yeah.
long before there was any of that. You do the drove, you bring them in.
Yeah, I think trading cattle's been around longer than Wall Street.
If I had to guess,
Yeah, I'm not really educated on it, but
not
I
a
would.
finance guy or a farmer,
Yeah,
but if
no.
I'm going to put my money down,
You're more farmer.
I'm clearly closer to farmer than Wall Street. But so that was like they'd get all their money. They sell their cattle, they get their money, and then what do? Well, damn it, I'm going to go get some whiskey,
Yeah.
some whores,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
and then I'm going to
Catch up with my buddy Rim Job.
dude. That dude was a 10th generation rim job. Fort Worth, amazing.
Came in on this massive horse.
Yeah, and then you head back to wherever you were and you do it all over again.
Yeah.
But so that town kind of came up as like the Richie Rich of the Western towns, I guess. And they just always held it together. They kept those honky tonks going. They switched over the whorehouses to bachelorette parties. You just do your thing.
Damn.
So this is the stockyard.
Dude, the stockyard every day, twice a day.
Sounds like the other place you were just talking about, the Texas Live.
Nah, but see, that's out in Arlington. The stockyards is real.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Is it similar to Nashville?
It's got a real like Broadway vibe in some respects, but it's a little more low key.
Okay.
Like they were talking about, it was just the beginning of hearing people like, I'm in custom hat shaping places trying to get a custom hat.
They're so expensive, but I would love
Unbelievable.
to have one.
Yeah.
I've seen them get made, and I'm like, that's what I want. I want a custom.
It's badass.
Yeah.
And I was in there talking to them, and they were like, well, we're getting to the point where it's more tourist than local. So we're at that inflection point, that tipping point where they're like,
What do we do?
damn it. We're
Yeah.
starting to become popular. Like people are actually coming. So it's not Nashville yet.
Yeah.
It's not Beale Street in Memphis.
So people will start hating it soon.
Yeah, but
Like,
right
it's too
now,
cool for-
it's 50% of the people are Texans.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
not
it's
that
still
I'm
low-key.
travel, but like I've heard of going to Broadway and in Nashville. And
It took me looking it up. Like
Yeah.
I was like, my wife and I are flying out there before the sales meeting. Where are we going to go?
Yeah.
And like, so I'm Googling like what's cooler. Cause they're like, it's the Dallas Fort Worth airport. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like in between Fort Worth and Dallas. I kept looking at Dallas and I was like, you know what this feels like? Every other fucking city.
Yeah.
Like cities in America are, you can go to a city in Europe and yes, it will be kind of different because it's been there forever.
Yeah.
We haven't been here this long.
Yeah.
So our cities aren't that different.
Yeah.
No matter how cool you think you are and unique you are in America, we're all fairly
Especially, I
young.
would assume the further west you go, right? Because it's less history.
Yeah, so
all
it's
the way
even
to-
more
yeah.
modern.
Yeah.
So it's more strip mall-y.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I don't really want to go into Dallas. But so when I saw Fort Worth, I was like, the first thing I saw was that every day they do a cattle drive twice a day down the main drag where the big longhorns come out and they
Nice.
walk them down. I was like, all right, I'm going to go there. What I expected was kind of like a hokey Wild West town. What I did not expect
Real deal.
was that this is badass.
Yeah.
Like there are honky tonks putting out great music. People are having a blast.
Damn.
They're they got the world's biggest honky tonk and Billy Bob's, which I'm sure half the listeners are gonna be like, yeah, you finally said Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
Because that's like the place you go to and you walk through there and you got a hand of every country artist like of note that plays there. And it goes back from like Conway Twitty and before to like Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Like everything in between. And I'm like, oh, that's George Strait. That's Garth
Yeah.
Brooks. You're like, you're blown away as you walk through there. Like that place was awesome. It's 3 acres, 12 bars, all under one roof,
That's insane.
huge stage, mechanical bulls. It was wild. I was like, all right, this is the real deal. But yeah, the stockyards are legit. So we get there, we come off of the plane, and Troy, you'll appreciate this more than just about anybody.
Uh-oh.
We get off the plane, and I'm starving because I've lost an hour flying out there. My time zones are getting fucked because they're changing it
Yeah.
legally. They're changing it. So I fly out there, haven't eaten anything, and I'm hangry. We land. It's like 2:00. I get to the stockyards, and I'm like, I'm so hungry. And my wife's like, I want to go to this place, and I'm like, there's a Shake Shack. Right there. Like there's 100 places selling food. And she's like, my friend said we need to go to these 4 places. So she has like the list. She's like, one
Like
of them-
local, like
Yeah.
good eating places.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she's like, you gotta go to the White Elephant. It's like the closest one. Like as we're standing there, and I'm like, please, honey, just let me just walk into here. Just
Yeah.
If I could just eat 6 chicken wings, I'll be a lot cooler.
Yeah. And you'll still go eat again.
Yeah, I'll go eat
You
again.
already, we've gone over this. Like,
Yeah.
you do the like pizza before you go eat with your wife a lot of times.
Absolutely. I have no issues with that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm so hangry. And she's like, you're acting like a jerk. This one's right there. And I was like, fine. We walk in and we sit down. She's like, all right, this is the place. And it's a real deal honky tonk. All the hats hanging, like old school music playing. I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, can we get some menus? And he's like, I can't serve you. And I'm like,
What?
you and I are not off to a good start.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean you can't serve me? He
You
goes,
didn't have a hat?
he goes, no, he goes, it's the Fort Worth Music Festival. And like, we're one of the premier venues. Like, so you have to like pay to be in here. And I was like, but you'll serve me a beer. He goes, yeah, because the music doesn't start till 4. And I was like, so you can't serve me food right now, even though the festival hasn't started. It starts in an hour and a half. Like, you can't serve me right now.
You don't want my money.
Yeah, he's
That's
like,
what he's saying.
He's like, no, I can serve you beers, and then you have to leave at 4 because you don't have a wristband. Or I can't serve you food. I was like, but you are still serving food if I had a wristband. He goes, yeah, that's right. I was like, well, how do I get a wristband? He's like, well, I don't know. And then this girl over here goes, we still have some wristbands for sale. And I was like, how much for the wristbands?
Oh no.
She was like $45. And I was like, and what exactly does the wristband get? She goes, it gets you into all the places that have the bands. There's a laundry list of bands. This is a music festival. And it gets you into Billy Bob's. And I'm like, all right, Billy Bob's a $20 cover anyway. So like, logically, I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. So I was like, then give me a wristband and a menu.
Give me my food. Yeah.
Yeah. So they slap wristbands on me, hand me the menus. Dude, my wife
So
ordered
you're out $90.
My wife ordered a hot dog.
Are you kidding me?
A hot dog.
All that way for a hot
I was
dog.
like, oh God, I paid a $90 cover for a hot dog.
God.
Tell me you hit some other venues.
We did, but it was like,
Yeah,
in
but
that,
the point is, like,
Damn.
I
you
could have
go-
eaten at Shake Shack, and
you would have gotten a hot dog at Shake Shack.
I could have gotten better than a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then I got like a grilled chicken sandwich, and I was like, this is a place that was recommended to us. This is not the most amazing thing I've
No.
ever had. Now,
Tourist trap?
no, it's, well, yeah, maybe. It's like an old school.
Sounds like a
honky-tonk.
tourist shakedown.
Yeah.
But so I was $90 in before I even got,
A hot dog.
and then I had like 3 or 4 Shiner Box before I ever got my sandwich because I was like, I'm earning this.
Your wife, though, enjoys your misery, so she fed off that.
So she
probably.
loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah.
But then when she saw the menu, she's like, this is not great. And I was like, well, we're $90 in. We're not leaving.
Yeah.
So she got a hot dog, I got a chicken sandwich. I was like,
Oh
okay.
my God.
All right. So now we're $120 in.
Was she apologetic?
Oh, no, because you know why? Because we now had tickets to
Everything.
Oh, see all the music.
all of the stuff.
Yeah.
But then I had tickets to the rodeo that night.
Oh, that was the night you were meeting up with the Duke.
No, so I didn't even meet up with the Duke that night. Turns out he
okay.
never made it to the.
Oh.
Yeah, I ended up seeing the Duke the next day at the cattle drove and another thing. But so I ended up. So we ate this food, and then she's like, "Well, let's go back to the room and check in," which I was like, "I get, like I'll knock that out." So we did stick around for like the first band, like a few songs, and I was like, "Okay, these guys are good. We need to like stay out.
Yeah.
we need to check some of these out." But I had these tickets to the rodeo, like front row, Mac Daddy.
Nice.
Hitting the fucking rodeo.
Yeah.
And this is the semifinals of the PBR championships.
That'd be badass.
Hell yeah. Man, they came out. And the pride in this place for America
Oh, yeah.
was overwhelming. When they came out with this horse was the most majestic damn horse I've ever seen. And this woman's riding it. This giant flag ripping around the Coliseum. And the place is going nuts. And I was like, I don't think I've ever been so proud to be an American as I am in this moment right now. Then they brought out this like 12-year-old girl who sang like Whitney Houston. And I was like, oh my God, I
Like
love
an angel and Fergie.
It was exactly.
Nice.
So then they come out and like,
They do that. They write PBR and like fuel and set it on fire in the dirt.
it's rad.
Like
No, it's over the top.
It's America.
Yeah, no, this is the most American
And then all the
thing.
Brazilians come out and kick the shit out of us at our own sport.
Fortunately,
Yeah,
this was a
that's
little,
true.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Not at calf roping.
No.
That's
But the bull ride.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I wouldn't know.
They didn't
What
do bull
happened?
riding there?
No, they did bull riding.
Hold on.
Why'd you leave?
Why didn't you see the bull riding?
I don't know. We don't do bull riding.
Oh. You go to the PBR, you go to see the bulls.
I understand.
It's not professional calf roping.
Nope.
Yeah, and it's not bowling.
Nope.
And it's
None of
not
those.
it's not the beer.
Nope.
It's professional bull riding.
No, I get it.
You're just there for the barrel girls.
Oh, you went for professional barrel racing.
I should have.
Oh, this is.
Could you buy a ticket where you only paid for the lame parts?
Oh no. No, I had the bunny tickets.
Oh, you had the dope ticket. Oh yeah, because you were sitting real close.
No, I was on it.
Yeah.
I was on it.
Did you get sprayed?
No, I didn't have. Nah. All right. So the first thing we get to see is the Bucking Broncos.
Nice.
They come out. Now that was sweet.
That's intense.
Those horses are badass.
They're mad.
And those guys on there are awesome. Mm-hmm. And my wife immediately is like,
Is
how
this
do they get them to butt? Are they
no.
are they strapping their
this
nuts
turning
up?
into a
And I was
Pete-
like,
is it-
they're not strapping their nuts
No.
up. They're just cinching up a little tight. I was like, you can see as soon as they're done bucking, this one clown comes around. See, he pulls it off. There we go. See, like there it is. And she's like, well, I'm rooting for the horse. Get that
Well,
guy
and the
off there.
horse, the guys that have the spurs, and they're literally every time they kick, they're breaking the spurs up their neck.
I wasn't even trying.
She wasn't even going there, right?
I was not trying because I could see that she was starting to get.
Does this turn into a PETA story?
This
Sounds like it's going down Peta Avenue.
This is PETA-licious.
We're gonna rock
no.
down to Peta Avenue.
I would say that's fair.
Oh, no.
And so we.
I
get,
love that she's put no thought into this. Like, I'm going to buy the hat, the boots. We're going to
Yeah.
a rodeo. We're going to have a blast.
have
Wait,
you-
why are they so angry again?
No, she definitely had put some thought into it because she was like, I've been thinking about it all week, and I just didn't think it would bother me to see it. But she's like, but this bothered me a little. I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, those bulls are huge. Like they had brought the bulls out, and we're like, look at those bulls.
Yeah.
Like, they're monstrous animals.
And they get, outside of being ridden for 8 seconds at a time, they get treated like royalty.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, then they went from bucking broncos to calf roping.
Yeah.
The calf roping's nothing.
Yeah. You just see it up close.
It's just the ankles.
I get all this. Now, an inexperienced calf roper does not just get the ankles.
Yeah.
I've seen some necks.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff. I've seen some stuff now.
Did she enjoy the part where the little kids ride the goats?
Or the sheep.
Yeah, when they let those guys go loose.
Dude, they came out, they started doing, she'd already expressed a little displeasure in the bucket Broncos, and I'd kept her cool, like, and she was like, all right. And they come out, they start doing the calf roping, dude. And that calf roping was, oh man, we got a Be Real going on.
Be real time.
Dead time?
I see it.
Oh, no.
Get on it. All right, we're hooking that Be Real up for real
Keep it
time.
alive.
That's right. All right, so they start roping them little calves, right? The first calf comes out the chute, and that thing gets yanked up. And I was like, oh snap! He's like, that dude got it and tied it up. And I'm like, yeah, with every other Texan, red-blooded American in the place, yeah. And I look over, and my wife's like crying.
What?
Like literally, she's like, I can't. She's like, this is horrible. And I'm like, oh, I think I have made a misjudgment here. Like, I think
Yeah, except she eats meat and wears the leathers. And, did she forget that her eldest daughter rode horses for years and years?
she never roped him.
Do you think that horse wants any adult riding around
Loves
on
it.
Yeah, yeah, they love it. They love it.
That's all horses dream about in
Yeah.
the stall. I wish a motherfucker get
Yeah,
on me
I
and
wish
ride
I
me
could
around.
just. All those horses that used to run free in the wild,
Yeah.
they don't know how good it is being stuck in this stall and having spoiled kids ride your ass around.
Well,
all
you know
day.
how you get them there, right? You break that damn horse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It tries to kick you
Yeah.
off long enough, and it finally goes, I have lost the will to live. I will let you ride me. Well, so I'm trying to calm her down, and she's
I mean,
like,
I know you're not going to win this argument, so I wouldn't even.
no.
Yeah.
But I'm like, come on, baby, hold it down. Like the bulls are coming next. Like
You might get your ass beat in there for crying over that shit.
I'm fully aware of the reality of the
Yeah.
situation around me because I'm sitting in like the box.
Oh, yeah.
Right up front, and I'm looking around. The people in the boxes, there are drug dealers and like oil tycoons, and really not a whole lot in between.
Every Texas woman in there knows how to gut an animal, cook an animal, clean an animal.
Oh, they wouldn't be at the rodeo. These people
Yeah.
were like, these were real deal.
Yeah, these are.
And I'm like, so we get through like a couple more calves, and I'm like calming her down. And then this dude doesn't know how to rope a fucking calf. This calf comes out, and this dude slaps that bitch on there, and he gets that lasso around there, and it jacks up like the two right legs instead of like a back leg. And this calf ejects in a way like I'd never seen, like just wham through the air, like when it caught, and you saw its leg snap.
Dislocation.
Dude, totally dislocated this calf.
No.
This calf goes flying through the air and then slides across the ground. And this dude goes over there, and of course he finishes the job. You know, grabs those dislocated legs,
ties them together,
ties them up,
and
he's like, bam! And that calf gets up, and you see the leg just like flippity flop, like not able to go down. And the calf's like, "Oh God, help me!" And I'm thinking, cutlets.
You're thinking
Dinner.
I'm
hungry
That's where
still.
veal comes from.
Yeah, I was like, this is veal cutlet situation. Like that thing's not coming back from that.
Yeah.
But then she's like, "Bah!" And I was like, we got to go.
So y'all went and had steak somewhere in a nice restaurant that you paid for? Yeah.
No. So we walk out, and we're out there, and we get out in the hall, and it's nothing but cowboys and cowgirls walking by, and they're looking over, and she's like bawling her eyes out. And I don't know what to do.
They probably think it's like a domestic situation.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely leaned into a domestic situation.
So you Will Smith her?
No, I said, because loud enough for everybody to hear. I was like, I'm sorry. I won't say that again. I didn't mean it. That's on me. I'm sorry.
Diffused everything.
My bad.
Yeah.
And so I
Is
just,
she looking at you all confused like?
I think she understood pretty quickly, like that I was going to eat it, because she was just like, she kind of looked at me like knowingly, like, cool. And then went back to like getting her shit together. And the whole way out with the tears in her eyes, I'm just like, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I won't do that again.
Yeah. I won't bring you here.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
we're never coming back to Texas.
the fucked up thing is like, those dudes were almost looking at me like knowingly, like, all right, he's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not the.
like she can't take a joke, fatty. Like, it's kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
in their mind.
He's like, these crazy chicks.
But like, like that was the only thing I could think to do was lean in and be like, let me be the asshole.
Yeah.
Because it's not like she's slapping me and hitting me where she become a scene. She's trying to get it together. So I just
I thought you were going
leaned
to say it
in.
was the other way around, where they were thinking that you had done something to her and they were going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
No, because it's not like she was coming at me.
Yeah.
She
Right,
was
that's
just
true.
crying.
Yeah.
So it wasn't enough for someone to step in. And it's not like I was saying anything bad. I was just saying, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
weren't cussing her up one side and down
Yeah,
another.
I was being very, like, no one had to step in. The
Because that could have made
situation
for
had obviously
that could have
been
made for a
diffused.
great ending.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine I get my ass kicked by some cowboys?
Brendan's all tied up like the calf.
Yeah. Oh, let me go. You don't understand the mouth on that one.
It's the same wife that just ate a hot dog.
Right.
Yeah, lips and assholes.
Yeah. Grind them up. Put them in the sheath.
But outside of that, blast. We went and caught some more music.
Were you pissed you had to leave early?
Honestly, at that point, no.
Yeah,
Like,
you wanted to see the Bulls, dude.
I did, but I had seen. Yeah, look, I'm disappointed I didn't get to see the Bulls. I had spent the money to do it. So consider this, going into this day now, I've got the best tickets at the rodeo, didn't get to go.
Yeah.
I got a $90 hot dog.
Yeah.
It was quite the expensive day. And then I go to get my hat shaped the next day because
Oh,
I
you
found
were
the
going to
place.
buy a custom hat?
Oh, I found the place. So like I went
You
to
didn't find the place. You found a place.
No, I found the place. So I walked up
Dude,
and
the
down.
place would cost you like $12,000.
No, I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I'd walked into a couple different custom hat places. I'd walked into a couple really cheap hat places. And I'd walked into everything in between.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm like sitting there in this bar, and I'm like, look, man. I was like, where am I supposed to go? And I'd noticed at the rodeo that all the cool kids had like the American Hat Company hats. That was like what they all had. So I've been asking around. I'd had a couple of people be like, oh, you get those over here. And then I'm at this place, and this dude looks the part. Doug from Lonesome Dove Restaurant. Bartender, little shout out. That dude's hilarious.
That's a great television series.
Yeah. So I'm talking to that guy, and I'm like, dude, where's the best place to get the hats? And he's like, I said, but reasonably priced. And he goes, what is reasonably
He's
priced?
like, you fucking tourist.
Yeah.
He goes, look, man, I don't know what reasonably priced is to you. He's like, but I get all my hats made right up the road. You got to come off of this main strip. You go down here a little bit. It's called Best Hat Company. They use the American hats. They dial them in. They're like, they all start as blanks, and they will custom fit anything you want. I'm like, That's my spot. Now, what am I talking about? He's like, you get down to like the lower X's and you're about $450 and it can go up to astronomical. And I was like, all right, but they can do anything I want. He's like, literally anything you want. You can get a twist on the top for all I care. He's like, they'll take the time to do it right. They'll serve you drinks while you're hanging out talking to them.
That's good.
They're like, all right. So we walked our asses all the way down this off the beaten path. Get there just in time for him to be like, it's my daughter's wedding. I'm shutting down the shop. And there's like hordes of people outside, like from Texas, like legit.
Yeah.
They're pulling up with grandmoms, pulling them out in wheelchairs, like wheeling them up there to get their new hats.
Damn.
And they're like, oh, can't do it. Well, we'll come back in a couple days. And I'm like, I will not be coming back in a couple days. So I went back to the cheap ass place that I had originally been, found myself a dirt cheap, like $100 hat that I hated the band on and all this stuff. And the dude in the back was shaping them up. And I was like, look, I want you to take it, shape it like this, do this. I walked out for $124 for a hat, which is a steal.
That is a steal. You'll probably be glad you didn't buy a $500 hat too.
Absolutely.
You didn't need that.
No. I found a $100 hat where I was like, I want to put that $20 band on it, get rid of the shitty band on it.
Yeah.
I need your boy to shape it. He was like, no problem. He shaped it up. I was like, fair enough.
Because if you're going to wear it here, no one's going to know.
Nobody knows.
You wear it around there, they'll be like, that's a $100 hat.
Yeah. No, it was not, but it was actually a good thing that they were closed, because then in my desperation when I was leaving, I went back into the cheap hat place and I found the dude in the back who was like shaping the hats. And I was like, how can we make this hat not suck? And he's like, you just got to change the band, man, and I'll dial it in. He's like, the felt's not beaver belly. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't need beaver belly because I don't work outside 363 days.
They call me Rim Job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may have heard of me.
East Coast Rim Job? He's like, Mr. Kennedy,
why didn't you say
back.
that?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that?
Yeah, RJ.
Welcome back.
They did brand a little RJ on the back.
Nice.
Yeah. And an arrow pointing east.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
Little
I
respect.
can't wait to see it. How's it fit?
If it's good. So this is the crazy thing. Like I was like, I need 7.25. I kept walking around, going all the places. I was trying on all the stuff. I go into this place and they've got all the beautiful Stetsons and all the stuff on the wall. And then they got this little like totem and they got these like twister hats. And this one was a large. And I put it on my head and I was like, it literally is 7 1/8. I was like, if it's perfect. And I was like, yeah, this hat's kind of dorky looking.
Yeah.
Guy's like, I'll dial it in. I was like, good, get rid of the band, do that. Like I was happy for $124 out the door.
The wife get one?
She already had a hat.
She had one?
She flew out there with her hat. She has a Stetson like a grown up.
I saw what she has a Stetson? Jesus.
Well, she goes to the rodeo.
Yeah, where's she gonna wear a cowboy hat?
Apparently to Texas. Oh, dude, we fell in love with so much Western furniture. Like Western furniture is beautiful. Like I love the Western look. And
but it's got to go in a Western looking house.
Yes.
Your house does not look like that.
The colonial two-story.
This room has always had a Western vibe with the palettes. Like,
Yeah.
And so I've been talking about like
You could Western it up too with a paint job and a couple touches. Yeah.
well, so I've been talking about bricking these walls for a little while. And I think that's actually coming sooner than later. But then I'm like, yeah, I'm only a couple like giant longhorn steers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to Westerning this up like how I want. So, but then my wife was like, I really like that. I like the music room to be kind of like Western. I'm not kidding. By the time I got back from my national sales meeting,
It's already
I
ordered
got
and
back
delivered.
here. No, there were there's 2 leather chairs in there.
Oh wow.
And a fucking Western rug. Like it looks Western in there.
nice.
I'm like, what just happened? And she's like, yeah, this stuff has to go. But when you stand
Now
at one
she can
end,
wear a cowboy hat somewhere and not have to worry about animals being hurt.
yes.
Oh.
Here she can just cuddle the animals. It's faux leather, mind you.
I thought about you last night because I was at the Reba show and I saw
There's
some of the
country and
your
Western.
infamous white cowboy boots.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Not impressed.
You weren't impressed.
No.
What was wrong with them? They're beautiful.
Anybody can wear them.
Yeah. I'm reading between the lines here. Because I saw some white cowboy boots that looked fantastic. And my wife, despite all of her like anti-white cowboy boot, she bought some taupe cowboy boots. And I was like,
What is that even? What color is that?
Taupe.
Flesh?
apparently it's not white.
Oh, it's like eggshell or something stupid
I
where,
was
where
like-
it's white.
It's like the lightest khaki. I was like, so those are white. She's like, they are taupe.
Taupe.
I would never wear white cowboy boots. Those are for the hussies. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Yep. You look taken
Yeah.
in your taupe
Yeah,
cowboy
yeah.
boots. Thank God they're not bright white. I did
Is
learn-
that what the white is for? Is that like a white wedding dress? Is that like to say
Yeah, like
I'm
pristine.
single?
I learned something new in Texas. I found the ultimate mark. So the white cowboy boots are great, but the white cowboy boots that are covered in bar slop
Yeah.
that they didn't take the time to
Clean up.
That is the true telltale sign.
Yeah.
The tramp stamp. I learned that because I was starting to see in the packs of the girls. There's the sloppier one.
We've
who's
been
got-
everywhere.
Yeah, she's got bar slop on there. Not
I've
like
been everywhere, man.
yeah, not like cowgirl slop.
Yeah.
This you could tell bar slop from like
Yeah.
working slop.
Palace funk.
Yes. Yeah. Fraternity basement slop on the white cowboy boots. I was like,
She's a keeper.
there.
How do you
she
not
is.
take the time to brush
Literally
those off? I mean,
take a
geez.
napkin and
Yeah.
wipe it? But I saw it. I started noticing it because I've been looking at it more after our
Yeah,
conversation out here. I was looking at it more and I was like, you're the sloppy one in the group. All right.
So you like to
Interesting.
put out.
I mean, it's so facto. I mean,
That's so funny because like the thing about the couple of country concerts I've been to in the last year here, I didn't see a single pair of white cowboy boots on a girl. Like I was thinking, like
first off, white shoes in general are just a dumb idea.
I love a white shoe.
It-
But I know what you're saying. You can't keep it clean.
Yeah.
Like you're going to pay the price.
yeah.
You're gonna scuff it. You're gonna do something. I mean,
You'll regret it.
I don't like wearing white anything.
That's why the black shoe's so great.
Yeah,
Because you beat it up, you just gotta wipe it off.
that's why gray is best for anything.
I have
True.
I've been buying mostly gray shoes lately.
Yeah.
And I notice if you just clean up the white parts,
Yep.
like the sole.
It makes them pop.
Yeah, there you go. Stu's a perfect example right now. He's
Yeah.
wearing a gray shoe. You clean up this. You take a toothbrush to the sole, and you're like, I'm gonna get another season
some
out
new
of these.
shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that can go in the
Like
Washer and dryer.
A gray car's like that too. Like black looks great clean, white looks great
Yeah.
clean, but they both show
they show
dirt.
everything, but you
Yeah.
get them clean, they pop.
But a gray car.
Dude, so like the rodeo, he's talking about the rodeo. The rodeo is one of my best childhood experiences growing up in Louisiana. My dad would take my brother and I to the Angola prison state rodeo.
Oh
the state
yeah,
prison rodeo.
I saw a doc on that.
And what I'll never forget. I was 8 years old, and you go there.
Did you see a doc on that?
Yeah, I've seen the documentary on it, but like you go and the guys are riding the bulls, and they tell you, oh, here is Jim Bob Joe riding Hurricane doing 10 to 15
They tell
for
you?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, they
coming out
tell
of
you.
Shoot 4.
But it
riding-
must not be like they wouldn't let like a rapist or something do it because they wouldn't put that out there.
Well, I mean, this was.
You can't root for the rapist.
I don't
to stay
remember.
on for 8 seconds.
I just remember them telling them what they were in for. I don't remember being like they said it was a rapist, but like they told you what they were. My dad used to take us to the Angola State Prison Rodeo in
You
Louisiana.
ever seen the doc on that? It's a great documentary.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Okay.
Yeah.
I know. All right, I get it. I know.
So
exactly. I'm
that's-
caught up.
They tell you what the people were in for when they come out riding or when they come out of shoots or whatever they're doing. But it was that's one of my I remember that like crazy.
Oh, you went to a Buc-ee's.
I did not.
Did you order them?
No, Joe the chef brought these.
Nice.
Brought these over here for us to try. A little Texas treat. Apparently, the Buc-ee's beaver nuggets are the shit.
We're getting a Buc-ee's.
We're getting a Buc-ee's.
New
So I
can.
wanted. So I don't. Should we do this before the deli or after the deli?
I don't care.
Actually, I'd like to taste one to clear my palate from what I've drank before I drink the new one.
What's a beaver nugget?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it made with real beaver?
Dude, he said, hey man, I got some Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. I'm bringing them by. He's like, I'll put them in your mailbox if you're not home. And I was like, you can
that
go
like-
out back and put them in the fridge.
Is that like,
I thought it was real beaver.
Are these like the fried pork rinds?
Oh,
Read them. What's it say?
okay.
It's corn meal. So it's like what's Let's
Looks
do
like-
the cereal sugar pops.
No, this is
Pops?
Captain. This is like Captain Crunch for like.
Yeah, but
It looks like
what
it's
is it?
for
Pops?
truck drivers.
What's the cereal? Pops.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so sweet, dude.
Oh,
It smells like it's gonna make me puke.
I wanted it to be salty. This is sweet
It looks like a.
caramel.
It looks like a mix between like a corn pop and a
Corn
Cheeto.
Pops. Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Cheeto puffs and it's sweet.
Smells awful.
It's got
Yeah, dude.
12 different chemicals.
That's somewhere between Captain Crunch and Corn Puffs. Corn Pops for truck drivers.
You could almost put that over top of milk.
Oh, I know you could put this over milk.
That's a cereal.
I didn't want.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want any more.
Okay, well, I think we know who likes them because I went back for seconds.
That's gross.
So what we got here?
That's pretty tasty.
There's no crying in baseball. Hazy Mango IPA by Evil
Are we gonna
Genius.
rate these? These beaver nuggets?
These?
Oh.
Yeah.
Beaver nugget? Yeah.
I mean, you said he dropped them off like he wanted us to try them.
He did. How would you rate them?
I wouldn't purchase
I
these.
could see where people would love these, but I'm with Stu. I'd rather have salty, something savory. It's too sweet for me.
Yeah.
Going back for thirds. I tell you what, if you like,
Cracker Jacks.
boom, that's exactly what I was going to say. If you like Cracker Jacks, you're going to love this shit.
See, I don't mind like caramel popcorn or something, but this is just even sweeter.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no salt to it.
No.
Oh, I do.
Cracker Jacks has some salt.
Bought some charity popcorn bought some popcorn for some charity, and
You got any water in here? You got any water?
It should be.
Like any kind of water?
Yeah.
I know you don't have like a bottle of water, but any kind of water.
But I bought this popcorn for this charity event, and
Oh, you have a bottle of water. Shit.
the popcorn itself
Thank
was
you.
half cheddar, light cheddar,
Yeah.
and half
it's hard to
of
get
the
that.
like
Caramel?
caramel.
That was
pretty
the
good.
best.
Like the salty sweet was pretty good. I hadn't had that in one bag before. But
All right, I'm closing.
What's our
those
beer here? There's no crying in baseball.
There's no
Oh,
crying in
there's
baseball.
No crying in baseball. Hazy Mango.
Hazy Mango.
I can argue against that. I wanted to cry most of my day today.
You've been out in the elements all day, right?
I was outside.
How many hours?
Well, today 7.
Damn.
Watched not quite 3 baseball games in the cold and the rain.
Are they doing 9 or
Played
6
two-
innings?
7.
7? Oh,
2 hours. 2 hours a game.
damn.
Dude, my mouth is all fucked up with maltodextrose.
Yeah,
and
you're gonna have
corn syrup.
Is it all like coated and
Yeah,
sweet?
because I just had like 2 handfuls.
Who makes this? Evil Genius.
Evil Genius. Let's see here. There's a
What's the ABV? Do we have anything on Evil Genius? Have we had their stuff?
No, that's why I was excited to see it.
6% ABV.
I ran up in my
Want some
local
water?
shop. I'm just working through it.
Oh, I know where you got this based on the price tag.
Oh,
He said his local shop. Got it from the local.
and so I ran up in there, and they had like 4 different Evil Genius beers.
Nice.
They had one of them called Stacy's Mom, which is
She's got it going on.
That was
Oh, yeah.
that was the one that drew my eye.
Yeah.
But then when I saw No Crying in Baseball, because spring training's in full swing,
Yep.
I knew you were out on the ball field all day today, and I thought, you know what? We'll lean into it.
Well, even, we'll break the fourth wall, and you and I were talking. So I will have baseball Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for quite a while.
Yeah, so the podcast
Yeah.
is over.
Yeah, we're shutting it down.
I mean, basically, we're there. This
Pretty
is
much.
a fucking horrible inflection point.
This is funny. The box just says randomly. Remember when Kelly Rowland texted her man via Microsoft Excel and he was fuming and didn't text her back?
I do not remember that
I don't
story.
know. Like it's just a random
How
statement
do
on
you
there.
even text via Excel?
Yeah.
Remember when Kelly Rowland texted her man via Microsoft Excel and was fuming? He didn't text back.
Is that a joke that there's a punchline? Or is,
That's what I'm looking. But no, the rest of it's just the description of the beer and what it is.
Okay, well, you
Maybe they
can't-
do something crazy on all their different boxes. Who knows?
whatever.
it's a hazy? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
IPA?
hazy IPA,
Hazy Mango IPA.
light,
It's
hazy, and
nosy. It's got a lot on the nose.
light,
Yeah, but it's
hazy,
not
and
overly
refreshing.
mango-y.
This beer is packed with flavor from hefty dry hopping and natural mango. You could say it's in a league of their own.
Boom.
Boom! They're riding that all the way to the bank. I have to say,
I like that E logo. That's kind of cool with the bottle in the middle.
Yeah, look, I finally found a brewery we haven't had.
You gotta love the "There's no crying in baseball." I mean, that's marketing
the name
genius.
was brilliant. All their names are hilarious.
Jimmy, what's going on over here? She's crying, sir.
There's no crying in baseball.
Are you crying?
That is a good movie.
Oh,
That movie's so good.
About perfect. Honestly.
Yeah, it really is.
There's everything about it's good.
Jimmy Dugan. Is that his?
Yep.
Dugan or
Jimmy
Dugan?
Dugan.
Dugan. Yeah. Coach.
Yeah. Tom Hanks.
Dugan. He's just peeing in the
Can you sign this baseball for me? Avoid the clap. It's good advice. So good.
The best is when he just pees in the dugout. He's like hungover. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he's just over there peeing. All the ladies are playing ball.
Oh, I'm liking this beer.
Yeah, I don't mind this beer at all. I just don't know.
I'm surprised.
I don't know that I'm going to take it over the top, but at the same time, there's not a lot that's disagreeable about this beer. Pretty easy drinking.
But for me, that's typical. Whenever there's a hazy, I tend to go for it. I'll
Actually,
go the road.
the hazy is the part that I think is the most
egregious.
inaccurate. Yeah, right? Like, is that hazy? Is that juicy? I don't get a whole lot of hazy juice.
I get a lot of mango in this, but
I
you
do
say
now.
you don't.
No, I didn't at front.
Oh, okay.
And now all of a sudden,
Well, that's
it's
right
like,
because it had to cut through all the bullshit in your
yeah.
mouth.
dude, I mean, that is a fucking corn puff covered in sugar.
That shit looks like if you ate a few handfuls, like it might rip your mouth apart too.
Yeah, it's the size of a Cheeto puff.
Pretty hard.
Pretty
What's it
hard.
called? Beaver nuggets?
Yeah, Bucky's Beaver Nuggets, and apparently it's like
It doesn't tell you anything.
no, but apparently it's one of their things. Look,
Yeah, but they have a lot of things, right? I haven't been to one.
100
Yeah,
Yeah.
hundreds of things.
that are their perfect, their flagship thing.
We're getting one in New Camp.
Yeah, I'm actually ecstatic about that. I will definitely stop in a Bucky's.
It's going to be their largest one yet, countrywide.
Hold on, we're gonna beat out the Texas Bucky's.
Until they build another one.
Because
Yeah.
like I just saw a thing, there's a new one opening up. I don't know if it was in Missouri or somewhere, but they said, yeah, this is our largest one yet. And then 2 days later, they announced the one in New Kent, and they're like I think it's like they make it just a tad larger.
What do
every
they just
time.
add like one
100,
more? I think they add one more pump.
They have like 120 pumps or something stupid.
Oh no, it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
And you can charge more Teslas there than anywhere else. Like it's
Yeah.
they lean in. That was something I found shocking about Texas. The sheer number of not just Teslas, but electric vehicles on the whole on the roads. I was like, why are y'all driving electric vehicles?
Because
everybody just moved there.
So that's all the Californians.
Yeah.
500,000 people left California and 600,000 left
that
New York
may
in the
be
last
it.
year.
Because it's literally like huge pickup trucks and dudes rolling coal.
Yeah.
And then there's like, it's not just Teslas. It's like Ford Mustang Mach-E's
Yeah.
and like
Well, the funny
all
thing is
kinds of
the
crazy
Chevy Bolt.
shit.
They were talking to some guy. I just saw they were talking to a guy out the guy went out to San Francisco and he was there for the weekend. He was talking about his visit and he said everybody in San Francisco or out in LA, they drive these electric vehicles, but if you ask them where they vacation and they go to Northern California or go out to Nevada, go skiing, everything, they say, oh, no, we leave our electric vehicles here. You can't get to where we vacation via electric because there's no gas pumps. There's no charging station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's common sense. It's kind of the whole problem.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, really, if you just stop and think about the electric vehicle thing, like we all park our cars in a driveway or even on the street. Like I would need a 75-foot cord to get to my street car. Like
Yeah, easily.
how is that going to work? Like I'm just going to have
if you don't have a garage,
3 or 4 cords, 50
Yeah,
to
but once the
75-foot cords.
infrastructure's built,
when?
whatever that may be, you know.
You would still need cords to go to your driveway. You would have 4 cords running across your driveway at all times.
Yeah, but don't you think that the batteries are going to get to the point where they can do 600 miles at a clip?
You still got to charge them.
Yeah, but then charge in like 30 minutes. Like it's got to be. This has got to get.
Yeah, but it's
back.
like water, right? Like if you want to get a lot of water to your house, your 2-inch supply isn't going to cut it. You need an 8-inch supply. Like
Yeah.
But
so when you
currently-
talk infrastructure,
No, the
it's
whole
not just.
infrastructure. I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm talking from the plant.
Oh, thank God! I mean, we'll be dead.
No, yeah, but I'm
I
already
mean, our
halfway
infrastructure's 100 years old now.
Yeah.
You think we're going to turn it around in a dozen years? No.
there. No, not at all.
No.
And based on current charging, your Teslas average 18 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, they're not.
Because it takes so long to charge and you pay X for it. When you do the math, you're getting 18 miles a gallon if you were going to buy
I don't even know
gas.
how that math works because there's no reservoir. I mean, there's batteries, but how do you even equate a battery to a gallon?
Because of driving distance.
Yeah. So you can say it costs.
So guy,
it costs.
But that means you have to at some point say this many batteries is the equivalent of a 30-gallon tank. Like, who comes up with that math?
Like they did a thing where the guy said he was charging he said, I just spent 35 minutes charging my car. It cost me, I spent like a half hour charging my car. I spent $38 or $40 and I got an extra 61 miles put into my battery. And we do the math, and it comes out like, well, I'm
So
getting.
you're
like
using the dollars as the denominator.
Right.
Yeah, it's not miles per gallon so much as it is
That's what I was
miles
like, I
per
can't
miles
wrap my
per
head around
dollar
Cost.
spent.
Yeah.
Because I can't say
cost.
this much of a lithium-ion battery is a gallon. Like, I don't understand how you can even
You divide the distance.
dollars to distance. You can
Yeah.
run those numbers.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I told you, but my father-in-law got a brand new electric car.
What kind?
Well, I knew he had an electric car.
He
got a new electric car.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. You'll have to look it up. It's the Chevy Bolt Red Line.
I'm not familiar
like-
with the red line.
Damn.
It's like
I don't
the
even know
Bolt,
that
but
one.
it's the
But it's
sporty
cool.
one. It's black with red trim
Dude,
and like all
I
the
love a
extras on it.
sporty electric car. Because what's sportier than an electric car?
Have you
like
seen
a
the-
good? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
There's nothing
mean-
faster.
Have you seen the Lucid that's driving around here?
Oh yeah.
There's one from the gas station the other day. Those things are pretty sweet.
What do you guys think of this beer?
Oh,
Let's
what
get
beer?
through this. There's no
Evil
crying in
Jesus?
baseball.
No crying.
No, not evil Jesus. Evil genius.
genius.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Evil Jesus.
He
That
sounds cool as shit.
that have to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's not going to sell well in the heart of America.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Go for it.
This beer tastes like every hazy mango IPA that I've ever had. It's not very bad, but it's not very good. It's fruity for my palate. It's extremely fruity. Finish is cleanish, not on the offensive end of an IPA. It's a 3. It's slightly better than average, but it's not anything to write home about. I wouldn't tell you if you love it. If you love these beers, to go find this one, unless you really like baseball and you're looking for that angle.
Yeah, so you mind if I jump in this one?
It's your show. It's your show.
It's your show. So we're just here for you, man. We're support. Troy, I couldn't agree with you more. Like the mango has become a little overpowering over time.
And it's a little fakeish. It might be all fake. It might be all real. I don't know. But to me, it comes across as
I think it's fake.
across as artificial.
It's the way it sits in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of lingers in there.
Coming from the rim job himself.
Yeah,
He would know.
I would know the difference between real and fake. But like, it's got this kind of coating that I don't dig. But at the same time, when I drink it, I'll be damned if that's not like an easy drinking, tasty beer. Like,
Yeah, because
I would have a difficult time saying that's a 2.5 because it's clearly better
Yeah.
than the average beer you get.
And that's
your
where I
hands on.
got to a 3.
Yeah, but I can't say it's a 4 because it doesn't do anything great. It's not hazy enough. It's not
The mango's not.
IPA enough.
Yeah.
It's not any of those things. Is it a good beer? Absolutely. Is it better than average? Sure. Is it still average? Yes. Right? You know what I mean? So like,
If you add up all the averages and then you average that average out, it's average.
this is
Slightly
very-
above.
So I'm going to give it a 3 with the caveat that this is clearly average.
Yeah.
Don't go racing to get your hands on it. It's refreshing and fun, and you could put down 6 of these. And if you were at the Evil Genius Brewery and this is all you drank the whole day, I'd be like, yeah, I get it, because that
Yeah.
beer is perfectly fine, and it's better than average, but it's not. It's average, but that's why it's a 3.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a big IPA guy, and this is what like I like this beer, and it's not finishing the way you would think when you say the words IPA. I like the flavoring. It's not lingering too long in my mouth. And I'm going to give it the extra half. I'll give this. I'm all on 3, but I'm going to give it the extra half because I do like all the marketing stuff. I mean, the Evil Genius, great. There's no crying in baseball. Where they came up that to go with the hazy mango, but I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 because I'm surprised by. I don't usually like the IPAs.
We could speak on that for a second. Evil Genius, okay, has nothing to do with baseball.
It was the Georgia Peaches.
Rockford Peaches.
Rockford Peaches. So
Rockford.
it shouldn't even be mango.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Mango has nothing to do with baseball. Like, this is weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they put there's no crying in baseball with it. But then again, this beer's from Philadelphia, PA, and who knows what's going on up there.
Now it all checks out.
Okay. No.
That's where the brewery is.
That's the hate you taste in it.
That's why it's staying in. It lingers.
Yeah.
A little longer because
Yep.
You can never
hate lasts longer than
Yeah,
love.
it's hard to get rid of hate.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Can't get out of that town.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It says it's right there on the label.
I just thought it was
Brewed
the corn
and
syrup from the Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. Now I realize it's just the hate.
I bet you'd see some interesting ingredients in that Buc-ee's beaver nuggets.
Ooh, if it says natural flavors, you're covered.
You probably can't read half of them.
You know what's crazy is this is a giant poof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first ingredient should be cornmeal.
Yeah.
No, it's syrup.
Literally not.
Is it corn syrup or something? I
No,
saw
the
it.
first ingredient is brown sugar.
Yeah,
Well,
that checks
There's
out.
more sugar and then it goes brown sugar, cornmeal, corn syrup.
Wow. 2 of the
So
top
that's-
3 are sugars.
Obviously, you're gonna have your vegetable oil,
Yeah.
I think the
To
third.
fry it in.
I think the third ingredient's air.
salt, margarine. I like that they called out margarine, not butter.
Not butter.
They're like, you know what this needs more of?
Not the natural.
Is those trans fats.
Yeah.
There's people that love that stuff because look at the bottom of the bag on the backside where all the dust is in the bottom of the bag.
Oh, I see that.
That's for snorting.
Straight to the dome.
That's to get a freeze after you eat it all. Rub it on your gums.
This is
I
something.
like that they had artificial butter flavor 2 ingredients later. They have
there's
margin.
no real butter. No real butter.
They
You
didn't
could use butter
Yeah.
and kill 2 birds.
Yeah.
But instead you go margin, and then the only thing that's in between margarine.
You know what this is missing? Butter flavor.
Yeah.
No, the only thing missing between margarine and butter flavor is sodium benzoate.
Oh, that's the keep it dry.
Yes. But then they have to color it with beta carotene, which is good for you.
So what you're saying is these things won't get soggy for 2 hours in your milk. There's probably wax.
You could
Literally at the end, and artificial flavors.
Yes.
you could do a slap shot with a hockey stick with those things.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I tell you what, though, if I ever have a fallout shelter,
Yeah.
we'll put them motherfuckers in there.
Yeah. That'll keep for a minute.
That's going to keep for a minute.
Yeah.
This is a trucker's delight.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Somebody, a trucker came up with this. Was like,
Some
"Wait."
trucker just like
I need some
fist
sugar.
those as they're riding across the flatlands, just like getting all beaked
Yeah.
up on all the sugar.
He's like, first ingredient, brown sugar.
Yeah.
Second ingredient, cornmeal. Third ingredient, more corn syrup.
Where are you going? I'm going to meet this guy rim job in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Trucker's like, if you throw a handful of these in your extra large coffee, you know they get
God.
really nice and juicy.
I find that if I'm tweaking too hard on the meth and I'm having a
Yeah.
hard time keeping between the lines, I'm only about 2 handfuls of fucking beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's,
right, yep.
from mellowing out.
Yep.
They have just the right amount of sugar.
Yep.
It's perfect. And the trick is that real butter doesn't bring you down off
Yeah.
meth, man. So they know that, man. They use margarine and then they add butter flavor because I want the butter flavor, but I'm not going to come down off the meth if you're real butter because it's a dairy thing.
Let's say
man.
you're making a run to Texarkana and you're running low on crank. Okay, you just pull over, you get a couple bags of these Bucky nuggets,
Yeah, a couple.
do a couple lines, eat a few, and then freeze, get a little on the gums, and you're ready to rock the rest of the way.
And if you need that last,
I actually like to put the Bucky's beaver nugget crumbles on my gum.
If you
That's
need
what
an
I'm saying.
extra-
Yeah, you do a freeze with it.
if
Yeah,
you need to make that last 30 minutes, the dust comes in handy.
that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a deviated septum from snorting way too much stuff. The coating in this has enough preservatives that'll actually fix your septum,
it'll
dude.
fill your deviated septum. You can actually put a couple pieces in your eye too, just to really get right to the into the bloodline.
My ear, nose, and throat specialist told me if you don't have insurance, just snort Bucky's beaver nugget dust. Fix that thing right up.
That's
And I'll
right.
be damned if I haven't been trucking for another 20 years and I haven't stopped snorting and I haven't had a deviated septum since.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Brendan's channeling his inner Dazed and Confused. I know you, man.
Dude, this stuff is interesting. My kids are going to love this.
Oh, bouncing off the walls.
Oh God.
My kids are going to love this. You guys love watch? I love watching these beer snakes get
Dude, the
made.
beer snakes
that's
in the
hilarious,
XFL is awesome. I love when they throw the stats on them. They're like, this is 12,000 cups, which cost, like $42,000.
Feed the snake.
I mean, it's just so
XFL.
hilarious that the XFL doesn't have enough going on in the game that they just have to feed the snake.
What's awesome is the Commanders have been so god awful. And then the XFL's like, let's put a team in DC and see how they do.
Yeah.
They're about to go undefeated. I mean, they're 4-0, like, on the season.
Yeah. The Commanders.
And they're covering their 6-point spread. Not that anyone cares.
Look at that snake.
That's
Look
the
at that
whole
snake. That's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
stadium.
They're almost up there.
And by the way,
So wait, that's the soccer field, right? That's Audi
yeah.
Stadium. That
And they have a better
Yeah.
name than the Commanders. The Defenders, is way better.
Actually, the Defenders was one of the finalist names
Yeah.
for the Commanders. And then when
And
they
they
didn't take
fumbled it, yeah.
They were like, okay, well, the XFL team should be the Defenders.
Yeah.
How about Aaron Rodgers following Brett Favre's footsteps?
Is he going to the Jets?
It's all but done.
That'll work well for
How
him.
about fuck all of them? Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. Two peas in a pod, man. I hate these motherfuckers.
Oh, so speaking
Sorry,
of
hate's a little strong.
They should be mad at him for only winning, what, two?
one,
Between the two of them.
Yeah. Three
One.
between the two of them?
No, two. Each of them
They
won.
each had one, yeah.
one. Aaron Rodgers has
In
one.
30 years of two
Of saying
Hall
they're
of
the
Fame,
greatest.
two Hall of Famers, no doubters.
MVP guys.
Yep,
year
multiple
in, year out.
MVPs.
Yeah, no, studs.
So your favorite town? I think I'm going back up to Chicago to see the road race. NASCAR is going to do the city streets.
Well, you should, man. I
July 1.
I
They're
like
gonna
forcing
head up
those guys to turn right.
there. And they made it a figure 8 around Grant Park
Oh,
and
that's,
the lakefront.
ooh, how do you even do that?
Well,
I mean, I'm
there's
sure
an
they can-
overpass, but it's a figure. But it's the street course. And
No
there's,
way.
Yeah, if you look it up on the map, it's pretty cool. So it's the first yeah, we're gonna go up there.
I mean,
think
that can't be an exact figure eight. Not that
It
anything
looks
could.
like it. I mean, you look at it, it's an 8, but it's
Wow.
it's squared off a little bit. But yeah, it's a figure 8.
That's impressive.
But it'll be interesting for NASCAR.
I'll watch that one. I'll watch.
Oh,
that
it's yeah, it'll be fun.
I don't watch it when they just turn left.
I like the first few laps and the last few laps. Take a nap in the middle.
Yeah, I
Still
hit
a
you
good
up
race.
earlier today, and you were like watching the race, and I was like, I'm watching The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Either way, we were both just sitting back drinking
yeah.
on Sunday.
Well, congratulations to VCU
Oh, they got
winning the
their dub?
A10 championship.
Yeah, so the tournament starts this week. So actually, when this comes out,
Will be a day.
everybody
into
will have already either busted or feel good about their brackets because they will have had Thursday and Friday. I made a horrible error.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize this, but I'm going out of town with my wife on wine tours, and I leave Friday. Her birthday is Thursday, so the first
Right,
day of
right.
the first day of March Madness, which every year I host.
Yeah.
This is my thing because I have enough TVs
to do
Yeah.
all of them.
so I host it. So Thursday, I'm like, oh, I can't. I have the wife's birthday, so not, and I get it. Like, look, birthday's a birthday, but then I was like, oh, we'll go out of town and we'll do the wine tours. So I leave at tip off Friday. I get in my car.
Oh my God.
At noon,
Yeah.
You have screwed the pooch, dude.
And then I'm doing wine tours all day Saturday. And then if I get up early enough on Sunday, maybe I can get back to catch. But it's not. It's those first 2 days of March Madness where you have the 4 games going.
That's the
at a
best
clip.
2 days.
That's it. Because once it gets into
Yep.
the rhythm, like once you get towards the end of the first game, then it's like it's constant.
Just
Last
keeps going.
5 minutes of a game, and it runs right
And
up
upset
until
after upset.
and it runs right till 7. Then you get that little gap, and then it does it all over again and runs straight into the night till midnight. It's the greatest time to just bet.
Probably the best 2 full days of sports.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And I'm going to be doing wine tours.
Well,
So
you
that's
know, you
cool.
should be cancel the wine tour. Do your vasectomy madness.
Actually, baby, I got you something. A lack
know
of-
that's what she
lack of
wants.
jizz. That is actually the gift she wants more than
That's right.
anything. But no,
No.
it's a short answer. 2 letters.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I get it. I know you're so proud of your vasectomy.
Love it.
You love yours.
Best thing I ever did.
Yeah, you love it.
If somebody gets pregnant, it's not my fault.
11 years strong.
Yeah, she gets pregnant. Troy knows something's
That's
up.
right.
You know what I mean? He's like, boy,
Yeah.
I've been pulling out
Hey,
and have a
hey.
vasectomy.
We need to have a talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Or 2.
Yeah. And what's half of yours is now mine.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Goes both ways.
There it goes. Yep.
It does. Unfortunately, you keep moving up in the world. You're going to fuck yourself up on that equation. You best be careful. You got to stop moving up, Troy.
That's right.
Yeah,
I can do that.
What is
Slow
that?
play that.
I think what is it? VCU got the 12 seed. They're gonna be an underdog. Like that's a good seat. 12-5.
12-5.
And then the Raging Cajuns are 13 playing the Tennessee 4. That's usually 13 usually upsets a 4.
I love it, man.
It's good. It's good.
No,
it's a good
look,
week.
March Madness is the best. This is when everyone goes to B-dubs or they come here.
Yep.
Yeah. While you're-
Oh, did you hear about
while you-
B-dubs?
What
they
about
do.
B-dubs?
So remember we had the Saucy Nugs guy on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was
was
all
awesome.
up in arms. Yeah, he was
He's
fantastic.
passionate.
And it didn't stick, and I'm still pissed about that because I'm definitely team Saucy
Saucy
Nugs.
Nugs.
Oh, I mean, as look, I'm with you on that, but I do believe we called it out long before they did. Before
Oh, yeah,
Saucy
yeah,
Nugs.
yeah.
We were talking about the fact that boneless wings are just nuggets.
Yeah, they're tenders or nuggets.
Is BW doing something
B-dubs is getting sued
for calling them boneless wings?
for calling them boneless wings. So a lot of places will just call them like boneless chicken,
Yeah,
but B-dubs actually calls them boneless wings.
yeah.
Well, some dumbass
Which
actually.
they probably started this whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did. 'Cause they were, yeah, actually, I know
Yeah.
they did because I remember a long time ago being like,
What's a boneless wing?
boneless wings.
Yeah.
They
like-
did start it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like everything else is just it was chicken nuggets or you had wings.
Yeah.
Period.
Or chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Or whatever
Yeah,
it was. But then B-dubs started calling them boneless wings. Well, somebody finally wised up and decided to actually sue. And this is going on right now in the courts. They're suing B-dubs for calling them boneless wings, not because it's a nugget, but because there's actually no wing meat in it.
Yeah.
It's all chicken breast.
And I guarantee you there's a trademark on like the word wing that says
So-
if it's gonna qualify.
The whole point of this guy's
Well, no, if you're gonna say chicken wing, it has to have wing meat. If you're gonna say chicken breast, it has to have breast meat.
yeah.
that's the whole point
Yeah.
of this guy's argument that's going to the courts. Is
Yeah.
he's saying,
But they're both white meat.
but the wing has like different. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's different levels. Like you
Look,
got some.
we're
dark,
a litigious society.
Yeah.
We have no problems with that, and a lot of stuff we sue over is stupid. So I'm not going to argue for or against it. It's just how we work.
Right, but somebody figured out how to make a buck off of the suit.
but aren't
Yeah,
you
but-
shocked it took
but-
this long?
But one, I'm shocked that took this long, and two, B-Dubs isn't your mom and pop store down the road. They're corporate.
Huge.
They don't have some corporate lawyer. They probably have the fine print on their menu that says like wings in this photo aren't actual size, and stupid shit like that. But no one caught the fucking boneless wings.
it
fucking
doesn't say
jargon.
not made of wing meat. There's
Yeah.
no asterisk there. So this dude's suing because he's saying I've been eating these wings only to find out that it's white meat and it's only breast, and I don't want white meat. It should be made from the wing because his argument is it's more expensive to go through the wings and pull out that little bit of meat and grind it up and put it into a nug
Yeah,
than it is to just get a breast and dice it up, like
yeah.
throw it in a nug. So he's like, so I thought I was paying this much because it was a more difficult process.
The basis of a suit is based on false advertising.
False advertising because it's not wing meat. So now,
Just like the guy who got the Harrier jet, the Pepsi guy.
yeah. So it took this long, and officially, B-Dubs is now getting sued.
Out of Chicago, the plaintiff is out of Chicago. The resident's name is Amin Halem.
He's a genius. I'm
You
not
could have bought the Saucy Nugs moniker
Yeah,
from that
exactly.
dude back in the day for
He should
50
have.
grand.
Yeah.
Like, you could have trademarked that and been like, boom.
But like Saucy Nugs could have sued. That dude was already in the seat.
Yeah.
False advertising and wing meat is more expensive than the breast meat. That's what. Yeah. The whole basis is.
What I said?
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
Just reading it up.
I read
Nice.
that article.
That's a new one on me.
I don't understand because I love chicken wings. I could eat chicken wings every day. But if you go somewhere now, like 6 chicken wings are like $11, $12. Like, it's like you get a dozen wings, you're looking at $18, $20. And it's like you can go to fucking Publix and get an entire chicken for like $7.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't understand how
It's crazy.
the math works on that.
But you can get the whole even cheap. What's the new place? BJ's open up on the whole street.
Okay.
Their rotisserie chickens are like dirt cheap.
Yeah, like $5.99 probably.
They expire tomorrow, but they're really good.
Yeah.
Here's what's crazy. If I go buy a chicken, and I know because I've bought a chicken before.
Like a live chicken?
Yeah. They're like
How'd
10.
that go over with the wife?
Oh, this was at a fraternity house. We did a it was like a something in hose.
Pimps and hoes is what we always did.
Yeah, maybe it was Pips and Hose.
Or was it the white-
was
was it-
Hoe Down or something.
I was gonna say white trash.
And I went out and I bought 4 chickens and I put some Hail Bays in the basement. I put the chickens in there. So when we were in the fraternity party, they were actually chickens.
Just running around?
Yeah, but like I commandeered a corner with Hail Bays.
Yeah.
Put the chickens in there.
Hail bays?
Yeah.
Bales
Bays of hail?
Bales of hay.
Bales of hay?
Yeah. Y'all don't know shit. I'm from the I'm
that's
from
right.
Texas.
You're a
Hay
Texan.
bales.
Yeah, from
My bad,
there.
my bad.
From there, it's
They're called tumbleweeds.
Bale haze.
Bale Haze.
Bale haze.
So,
That's a good name.
you know, yeah, Bale Haze, but written like a guy's name.
Yeah.
Bale haze. Is that like some?
No, Hayes.
Yeah.
Bale,
Sounds like some, like-
Bale. Bale Haze.
Yeah.
Sounds like some Nordic
Yeah. So
Viking.
in my mind though, I was like, we need chickens if we're doing this hoedown mixer. And so I went and got 4 chickens, and then we ended up putting them behind the Hail Bays. No.
Bales of hay.
Bales of
Dude,
hay.
I can't say it.
No, you can't.
Hail Bays.
There's a glitch in the system.
Dude. I'm like, I do this all the time where they turn on the heat seaters.
Yeah.
The seat warmers.
Yeah, like I can't, damn it. All right. So we got some bales of hay.
Or hay bales. That's what you're trying to say. But you're saying bale haze. You mean to say hay bales.
Okay.
Hay bales.
So we got some hay bales
Yes.
No.
and some
Got some-
chickens.
Yeah.
Am I close?
You nailed 'em.
Okay. We set them up in the corner.
Do
we
I
put
even
the
ask?
Chickens, we put the
Do
chickens
I even
in there.
ask about the chickens? Do I even want to
Where they
know?
ended up?
How they ended up?
Yeah.
Cared for.
Oh, God. They ended up over some barbecue sauce.
There was some lighter fluid in a trash can.
No, I can tell you for a fact there was no barbecue sauce involved in their demise.
Okay. Okay.
That much I can.
No barbecue. They weren't barbecued.
All right, my wife's gonna wake up right now crying. She won't know why. So
There's something wrong with the force. I feel it.
So I'd gotten these chickens, right, and I set them up in the basement, and I tell you, they love gangster rap and flashing lights.
They love late 90s
They love
rap.
They love
Nice.
girls covered in perfume and
Yeah.
sweat, and
Yeah.
dudes just covered in testosterone and horny, and like beer, lots and lots
Yeah.
of beer.
Lots of white boots with funk on them.
But it made for some great photos where people are sitting on the bays of hail. Damn it!
You slowed down.
hail.
Even.
What's hail?
Bays of hail.
There's stuff falling out of the sky. It's hailing.
Okay. So there's these big rectangles made of hay. And like people were taking pictures on them, like with the chickens.
Photo
and
op
everything.
style.
Yeah, and it was like it made for great photo ops, and that was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the party, like I never even thought about like what do you do with all these chickens, you know? And so the next morning I wake up, I go downstairs and like there's like 4 traumatized chickens. And I was like, damn. Oh, my whole point was that it cost me $10 for a chicken to get them live.
So you got $40 worth of live chickens.
Yeah. But how shocking is it that you can get a cooked processed chicken for $5
Yeah.
and I'm paying 10, and this was 25 years ago.
Well, it's like buying a bottle of water at a 7-Eleven is $1.99 or
They're not
whatever it
selling-
is. And the same 20 ounces of water that's been processed and sugar added to it that's known as a soda is cheaper.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
It's the same amount of water in it.
They're not selling you water. They're selling you plastic.
But Troy, to answer your question, the chickens lived a very long life.
Couldn't you in
Cared for.
I've never been in Radford, but isn't it rural enough you could just like let them out the front door?
Oh, there's plenty of places down the.
Absolutely, but
That would have
as
been
a-
hilarious.
As a fraternity brother that has pledges,
You didn't have to do that.
we thought, you know what?
Let them figure it out.
You take them somewhere.
You now own chickens. Don't let these chickens die.
Oh, they were pet chickens.
Pet chickens.
That's genius.
Don't let these chickens die. They die.
Yeah.
Because they're in dorms, right?
No.
No.
So
This
these,
is.
the guys who had the chickens were in houses, had yards,
Okay.
and they had chickens, and they got to take care of the chickens.
And then like a raccoon snatched them up or something.
Nah,
You got to feed
Dog.
them. You have to feed them.
dog.
Dog, yeah.
One of the dogs got out.
Oh no.
Was like, ooh, what are all these chickens
Yeah.
doing here?
It's like a stuffed animal that'll play runaway from me.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of like it turned into like Gladiator.
Yeah. And everybody just standing around.
No, nobody
Thumbs
knew.
down.
Nobody knew. Oh no.
It was like the rodeo scene.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Everybody's.
remember the pledges came back. They're like, we screwed up, man. They're like,
We screwed up so bad.
this dude had a mastiff. A mastiff
God.
against a
Oh,
chicken
no.
is like, it's not even close. So
I
unfortunate.
could just see the pledges like Will Ferrell and after
Old
drinking the
school.
milk. Yeah. Chickens were a bad idea.
Well, I
all
regretted it.
traumatized,
I
yeah.
regretted it. As soon as I woke up the next morning, when I got him, I was like, I am a fucking genius.
Yeah. It does sound like a great idea for a party
Yeah.
that you didn't think all the way through.
Yeah, like I drove out to a farm.
Yeah.
I talked to this dude. I was like, I need 4 chickens. And I got the chickens and like put them in the car and like drove them back. I was like,
Yeah.
I got chickens. And we put them in there with the
Then the next morning you're like,
hay bale.
shit, what am I going to do with these
Yeah,
chickens?
and then I was like, I never even thought about day 2.
All I can think of is the farmer going, I just sold 4 chickens to a guy named Rim Job. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Rim job's got to make it.
Bale Hayes and Rim Job.
Yeah, Bale Hayes. Bale Hayes is rim job.
Or in Rim Job. Sounds like a
Bale Hayes and rim job.
sounds like a sweet buddy cop movie.
You know what? I like it. Bale Hayes and rim job.
Yeah.
It's his first time on scene.
Yeah, the chickens didn't.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
It was an unfortunate situation. What were we
It
talking about? I
happens.
thought we were talking about a topic.
The
going-
saucy
Boneless
nugs, the
wings.
boneless wings.
Oh yeah. All right, well then that story ran its course.
Yeah.
It's a big
We
old
got there.
it's a
We
big
got
old-
to the end.
Big old tangent. Oh,
Fair enough. I think that's enough.
Yeah, I
Now
think we did
everybody
it.
knows all my deep dark secrets.
you can't. Yeah.
If my wife hears this one, she'll be like, "You're one of them."
Yes.
I'm gonna just start lassoing.
As
some
she's
stuff.
eating her veal parm.
Oh, she won't eat veal.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, and I don't question. Look, I don't question her logic because the last thing I need is some vegan wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I
there
don't
is
wanna,
no
like,
there is no logic.
but I don't want to push her down a road.
No. You can't. You don't want to point out the obvious.
No.
Yeah.
No. Her leather boots looked great.
Yeah.
The fact that she's buying Western stuff and we're gonna have cow hides laid across couches. That is
Totally cool.
Fine.
Yeah.
I am not going to point out.
Brendan's wife's going to be on the cowhide eking Bucky's beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
Like, these are awesome. This is
They're-
all Western.
She's like, see, the beaver nuggets actually have no beaver.
Yeah.
I'm like, well played. Plenty of brown sugar and corn syrup. Maltodextrin.
There you go.
Dude, watching this XFL, you see the female refs with, some of them aren't bad looking. With the ponytail.
See, Stu, I don't even see sex.
Yep.
You just see black and white. They're just
Thought that was
zebras out
Thought
there.
that was part of the hat.
I don't even see. No, I don't see color. I see nothing. You're not helping,
Yeah,
Stu.
why is he going after you like that?
I don't know why
Personal attack.
he's coming at me.
Yeah, I mean, you know he can't see color. Why are you bringing that up?
Yeah, look, I told you, I felt bad about the chickens, and I've stopped paying attention to anything ever since. Just let life go by.
Give this guy an old fashioned.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm going to finish this beer. Maybe one more. And then I'm going to bed.
We didn't get
clocks have been
because
set
we didn't
back.
get an extra hour. We lost an hour, right?
No, it's the worst.
We're done with that, right? Didn't they say they're going to stop it?
They
still have to
keep
vote on
saying
it. They
it.
got to vote on it.
I hope they do, man. I hope it stays like this forever because I want. If it's dark till 8 o'clock in the morning, I don't care.
So I heard an argument the other day, though, that made sense. So, like, all right, everybody's saying that you should keep daylight savings time in place. That's how we should roll because it stimulates the economy because it's not dark at 5 o'clock. So people are more likely to go out and spend money in restaurants, spend money and do things like they do stuff.
Yeah.
So it's better economically. Well, then I was listening to NPR the other day and they had all these scientists on there like, yeah, but it's fucking up our circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Everything is supposed to be done. You wake up when the sun comes up. That is how your natural day is supposed to be.
We haven't lived like that in 100 years.
I get it, but they're saying for health reasons, if you kept it at standard time, then you'd still get longer summers, but they wouldn't be as long as far as the day is concerned.
So I'm out.
But you'd always get up at the standard time because, like, it's more important to have early daylight for health reasons. So now,
Who wakes up with the sun?
I get it. Farmers. I'm from Texas.
But you could you could just adjust the clock slightly, ever so bit.
No,
to
I
just
think
keep it with
I
the
think
sun
the
coming
move
up.
is
But, yeah.
you go a half hour in between daylight savings time and
God.
standard time, and you just call that the time.
The time.
And just placate both sides of the argument and be like, F it. I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
Talk about confusing, just jumping an hour back or a half hour back or forward.
no,
that
we
would
just,
mess it all
we
up.
just jump a half hour back one time.
I don't know how the people that like when I went up to Chicago in the Notre Dame game and it's like a 40-minute drive and there's a whole not even like all those people that live on a line, the timeline.
Central to the other.
Yeah, to Easter. I'm like, how the hell do you they work here, they drive 20 minutes or in a different time. Like
Every town should just have their own time.
yeah.
That way, when you cross every county line,
There you
lose
go.
15 minutes.
Or you could just say, I as a citizen don't recognize daylight savings time, therefore I'll come into work when I feel like it.
Oh, shit. When can I start saying I identify as like standard time?
Standard time.
I identify as daylight savings.
Yeah.
I follow the sun.
Can I do that?
I'm for it.
I don't think we're that far off where I can actually claim
I mean,
that.
if you can pick everything else, why can't you pick your time zone?
Yeah, my pronouns.
I might live in Virginia, but I abide by Western,
I
by
identify-
Pacific time.
Yeah, I identify as Pacific.
Yeah.
I follow New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I showed up at 10. I'm an hour early. What
You're
is your
welcome.
problem?
Yeah.
I identify as Western and a go-getter.
Yeah. Get off my ass.
Yeah, and use my pronouns, dude, bro. Don't fuck it up.
We've already gone over this.
I'm West Coast.
Yeah.
Bro, we're good.
I'm bro.
Dude, bro.
Dude, Deuterino, any of these things?
These are fine. I'm
Yes.
willing to be flexible.
I'm the dude.
Yeah. And I'll
yeah, I'm
always
not a
answer,
jerk.
yeah, and I'll always answer the rim job.
I'm not gonna like where this goes.
You open that Pandora's box.
I know, but I didn't actually give
Did you say that's a rim job?
for the record. No. I never gave that dude a rim job. Now I got a rim job from
No,
rim
did you
job.
say did you say to him, I'm not gonna like where this goes?
Yeah. And then afterwards I said, I stand corrected, sir. You're the champ.
I take it back.
Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for listening. I don't know why we do this every week.
been an adventure.
There was a time in my life this was cathartic, and now it's just it's the opposite. Whatever that is.
It's like work.
Traumatic. No, thank you guys so much for tuning in week and week out. We certainly do appreciate the support. If you haven't had a chance to go find us on Facebook or Instagram, you can always do so. And you can always send us new topics on Gmail.
Yep.
It's insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. We would love to hear what topics you're thinking about, what you'd like us to talk about. And you can always send us excess money if you've got it on our Venmo.
On at Inside the Pallet House on Venmo.
we'd certainly accept it. If you need a mortgage, head over to Screen Door Mortgage. Stu will give you a shout out. Congratulations on the new gig. Very excited for you. We'll talk about that in the weeks upcoming.
Middle management.
Hey, I'll take it, man.
Little
Middle
bit different, but
management's
yeah.
better than being managed.
Same gig, but middle management.
There you go. And if you need sunglasses, head over to Nectar Sunglasses and drop Abacus in the coupon code. You'll get 20% off of those sunglasses. Again, thank you guys so much. And I'll give you the same shout out. Cincinnati Swap Your People. Sign them up for the podcast. Talk about the podcast. Turn them on to the podcast. It's the best thing you can do. If you don't have time for that, how about you review us? Troy would appreciate it.
Yes. Very much so.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think? Oh, really? Congrats.